पंडित जी, मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ सोलर एक्लिप्स के बारे में।
I will give you facts and figures. You don't have to believe anything. Belief is something which you have not experienced.
और उसके प्रभाव के बारे में, एक इंडिविजुअल के ऊपर में इसका प्रभाव क्या होता है।
The fact is, the moon sign itself is a sort of a mechanism to mass hypnotize people. In fact, in a way, solar eclipse has to be analyzed not from the point of view of eclipse at all. We cannot say that this planet is good, that planet is bad. There is no bad planet, there is no good planet. And I can assure you 100% that not a single word of untruth for any vested interest or pecuniary interest to promote the business of astrology will ever be done in this channel. Whatever we speak will be 100% accurate, 100% truth. You can verify it through any book. You don't have to assume, you don't have to presume, you don't have to worry about anything. Whatever are facts comes out from this channel. Please do subscribe for this channel.
Hello friends, I welcome you all, and I would like to introduce Mr. Jagdish.
Hi.
And who is deeply involved with astrology since decades. And I would like to just inform you a bit that he is so accurate in the astrology and the Prashna Shastra that for each and every problem, I, as a friend of him and as well as a client of him, I always just seek his support in any kind of problems. And I would like to inform all of you that we are going to do the presentation on a solar eclipse which is happening on 21st of June 2020. On this regard, I would like to ask few questions to Mr. Jagdish and kindly help us to let us know regarding the solar eclipse events which is happening on 21st of June.
Friends, today we will discuss on the ensuing solar eclipse scheduled for, it's going to happen on 21st of June, just hardly another few days. Lot of people are very anxious about this solar eclipse. Generally, about any time the eclipse is discussed in the media so much, so that it creates a big racket. People get really perturbed. And all the publicity for the solar eclipse is being given through the media based on the moon sign. June 21st solar eclipse is going to take place in the sign of Gemini. Gemini moon sign, people are being scared quite unnecessarily. Today, while I discuss with Mr. Alok Singh, my friend here, we shall definitely drive home certain vital points where there should be no confusion for anybody. And as we proceed further in the program, I will give you facts and figures. You don't have to believe anything. Belief is something which you have not experienced, because there is an element of anxiousness that what's going to happen. I will tell you why and how of the solar eclipse first. And first of all, let us also discuss on what an eclipse is, and so what the solar eclipse is. Now I will request my friend Alok Singh, who is quite curious to know a lot more about it, to translate certain things into Hindi, so that people who may not be very good in understanding English, I feel that they should also get the privilege of understanding this to their advantage. Go ahead and please translate.
पंडित जी के हिसाब से अगर हम देखें तो 21 जून को सोलर इक्लिप्स हमारे पूरे जगत में रहेगा। तो उसमें इनका क्या विचार है, ये क्या सोचते हैं उसके बारे में, और लोगों को कैसे भ्रमित किया जाता है बाकी एस्ट्रोलॉजर के द्वारा, तो वो आपको पूरे अपने नॉलेज से, अपने पूरे अपने नॉलेज से वो दिखाना चाहते हैं कि वो किस तरह से आपको ये सोलर एक्लिप्स से और किस तरह से वो आपको समझाना चाहते हैं कि ये सोलर एक्लिप्स किसी के लिए हार्मफुल नहीं है, किसी के लिए ये घातक नहीं है। लोगों के बीच में बहुत ही एंग्जाइटी है, जिसको हम बोलते हैं काफ़ी बेचैनी है कि हम क्या ये किस तरह का रहेगा, हमारे लाइफ को किस तरह से इम्पैक्ट करेगा। तो मैं चाहता हूँ पंडित जी को कि वो अपने इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में बताएं और हमें इस चीज़ के ऊपर जानकारी दें कि सोलर इक्लिप्स 21 तारीख को जो पढ़ने वाली है वो कैसा रहेगा। सो आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू few questions that how this solar eclipse will give an impact on an individual, and can you brief me more about this? पंडित जी, मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ सोलर एक्लिप्स के बारे में और उसके प्रभाव के बारे में, एक इंडिविजुअल के ऊपर में इसका प्रभाव क्या होता है।
Yeah. First of all, solar eclipse. What an eclipse is, and particularly solar eclipse. When sun, moon and earth fall in the same axis, so to say, seen from the earth, it is all one above the other also can be interpreted. When all the three planets, the planets are the sun, the earth, the moon, when they fall in the same axis, what happens is moon shadows the sunlight, the light emitting from the sun, because the reason is moon is just 1/4 the size of earth. Then how could it block the sun rays is the obvious question which comes into the mind of anybody and everybody. Moon is at a distance of 2,75,000 kilometers approximately. That means it is quite close to sun. An object which is close to the sun, when despite its small size compared to the planet Earth, it blocks the sun rays. How long? It depends on various other astronomical factors. Celestial objects align in a particular manner, and the eclipse is basically amounting to summarizing and saying that the sun rays are obstructed by moon. So it will not allow, sun rays will not be allowed by moon to fall on earth. That is the basic philosophy of this eclipse. Then usually solar eclipse takes place on a new moon day, colloquially called as Amavasya. And why and how of it, I will go to further details on that by showing you a diagram what an eclipse is, what is Rahu and Ketu. I will briefly explain and then I will show you the picture that will appear on your screen. You see, the orbit, the plane of orbit of moon and the plane of orbit of sun, they are inclined to each other by about 5 degrees. So that means there is a meeting point. It intersects the plane of orbit of moon and sun. They are inclined mutually at an angle of about 5 degrees. Because of that, there is an intersection point. At that point, the shadow of earth towards the sun is the north node or Rahu. That is what Rahu is. Rahu is not a planet. Even to say that it is a shadowy planet would be technically wrong. But we are so much used to it in astrology. Rahu is a point of intersection between the plane of sun and moon towards the sun. So the shadow of earth falls at that point. That is called as Rahu, and the shadow at the moon side is called as the Ketu. So this is the secret of Rahu and Ketu. I don't know why people do not want to know more about it. When you talk to an astrologer, he will always say the dreaded Rahu is there. Rahu is not dreaded. There is no dreaded planet at all, according to me, according to my understanding. For a human being to continue his life, if he has to survive, there is an influence of all the planets required. We cannot say that this planet is good, that planet is bad. There is no bad planet, there is no good planet. It is all just psychological feelings created by repeatedly talking about the planets in the media, and that gathers momentum and people get confused. Now I will show you how the eclipse or the Rahu and Ketu. This is the picture that is coming on the screen. You can clearly note that Rahu is the north node. It is the shadow of Earth. Rahu is nothing but the shadow of Earth at the point of intersection of the orbit of Sun and Moon. And on the other side, Ketu is the shadow of Earth cast near the intersection of Moon. This is the actual fact about Rahu and Ketu. See, why are we scared about a shadow? Shadow in terms of spirituality has tons of meaning. Shadow is what? Because there is no light, we don't know what is happening. That is, there is an element of ambiguity in that. What is that ambiguity? We are all worried about our future. Every human being on earth is worried about the future. What is going to happen tomorrow? What was my past? I have been putting efforts. Will I succeed or not? That anxiety and tension is universal. Nobody can be an exemption to that. Nobody is exempted from that. Everybody has tensions. So, astrology in terms of Rahu and Ketu is being, in my opinion, grossly misinterpreted. That is a shadow. That means we do so many actions in life. They are all shadowed. We forget the past. We only have a desire to accomplish our goal. That becomes the main criteria of our life. So let me give some time for my friend Alok to translate it into Hindi for the benefit of Hindi people.
मैं पंडित जी के बातों से पूरी तरफ से वाकिफ़ हूँ और मुझे जो लगता है पंडित जी ने जो बताया शायद आप लोगों को भी समझ आया होगा। पंडित जी के हिसाब से ये एक शैडो है जिसको हम लोग इतना बाकी जो एस्ट्रोलॉजर जो भ्रमित करते हैं उनसे ना भ्रमित हो करके हम इसके रूट कॉज को पहचानें और समझें कि ये चीज़ होता क्या है। बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं ये एक्लिप्स हो जाएगा तो ये नहीं करना चाहिए, ये एक्लिप्स हो जाएगा तो वो नहीं करना चाहिए। तो हमें बहुत सारे चीज़ों को लेकर के समझना होगा कि प्रैक्टिकलिटी समझनी होगी कि होता क्या है। जैसे पंडित जी ने बताया कि राहु केतु एक शैडो प्लैनेट्स हैं जो कि पृथ्वी के परछाई के तरह से काम करते हैं। तो उसी तरह से सोलर एक्लिप्स के बारे में जब हम बात करेंगे और इसके बारे में तो आपको इसके बारे में और भी पता चलेगा कि सोलर एक्लिप्स हमारे जीवन में कितना इफ़ेक्ट लाता है और कितना इफ़ेक्ट नहीं लाता है। आप लोगों से यही विनती है कि आप एस्ट्रोलॉजी के भ्रम में और भ्रमित जाल में ना फंसें और जो फैक्ट है उस चीज़ को, उन सब चीज़ों को समझें। ये एक ऐसा सेशन है जो आपको पूरी तरह से बताएगा कि सोलर एक्लिप्स होता क्या है और एक इंडिविजुअल के लाइफ में कैसे ये इम्पैक्ट लाता है। मैं पंडित जी से एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ इस रिगार्ड पे। पंडित जी, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन। डू यू मीन दैट द एक्लिप्स विल नॉट अफेक्ट आवर लाइफ? हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन दिस वन? एज पीपल आर वेरी स्केर्ड ऑफ दैट एक्लिप्स विल, हाउ कैन यू प्लीज एक्सप्लेन ऑन दिस पार्ट?
It's an interesting question. I wouldn't make a general statement that the eclipse will not affect human beings. In fact, in a way, solar eclipse has to be analyzed not from the point of view of eclipse at all. Eclipse is a celestial phenomenon. I will give you the figures as to how many eclipses, solar eclipses, this humanity has experienced since the last about 120 years. I will give you the statistics. There is no question of, you don't have to assume or accept my statement just like that. I will place before you the facts and figures. What are the dates between 1901 to 2000, how many solar eclipses took place, and between 2000 to 2019, how many eclipses, solar eclipses took place. I will give the statistics. This is not any layman's or just like that Googled somewhere and got the statistics. This is from none other than NASA, that is National Aeronautics and Space Organization, United States. NASA is a familiar word, everyone would be aware of it. According to their statistics, between 1901 to 2000, there were 228 solar eclipses, which includes partial, annular, total and hybrid also. Partial eclipses were 78, annular was 73, total was 71 eclipses and hybrid was 6 eclipses. So that means somebody would have been born early 1900s and still surviving would have gone through 228 solar eclipses. What's the big deal about it? What did they experience anything really disastrous? Why are we being sort of thrown into a state of confusion just because people blabber in the media so loud, create so much of confusion for the entire humanity? In this context, I would like to mention very categorically and specifically, what is Jyotishya? Jyotishya is nothing but Jyoti, giving light. My point is, instead of giving light, throwing light on a subject, educating people, creating an awareness, creating confidence, imbibing confidence, giving them hope, encouragement, courage. Why these solar eclipses are being sort of, unfortunately I have to say, misused, abused for the sake of some vested interest blabbering in the media and creating a big confusion in the society? I think that is not a healthy thing for the society to experience at all. Why I am so specific and critical about it is, everybody is hearing about total solar eclipse generally, and total is even, they make a big fuss about it. It's a celestial phenomenon which has to go on and it will go on. And invariably, every solar eclipse has to take place on a new moon day only because of the celestial reasons. So this should not be blown out of, this is already blown out of proportions. Now I think we need to sort of bring in a more informative platform like ours, Enlightened Mind Astrology channel. You please keep watching it, subscribe to the channel. You will get an update the moment we upload a new program, and I can assure you 100% that not a single word of untruth for any vested interest or pecuniary interest to promote the business of astrology will ever be done in this channel. Whatever we speak will be 100% accurate, 100% truth. You can verify it through any book. You don't have to assume, you don't have to presume, you don't have to worry about anything. Whatever are facts comes out from this channel. Please do subscribe for this channel.
लोगों के बीच में curiosity है. I will explain. I will just try to translate also in English. लोगों के बीच में curiosity है कि solar eclipse आने वाला है. क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकते हैं. ऑलरेडी हम कोविड-19 जैसे पेंडेमिक को फेस कर रहे हैं. सो आई विल ट्रांसलेट टू यू लाइक दिस. व्हाट ऑल चैलेंजेस एंड इन केस सपोज माय प्लैनेट्स आर अलाइनिंग विद दिस काइंड ऑफ सोलर एक्लिप्स or the degree is the same. So what exactly will happen with me? Suppose if I'm asking you, my planets are aligning with the eclipse one. So can you brief me about that? I know there are people, astrologers who blabbers and untruthful. They don't have that level of focus. They give a very outward kind of answers. So I wanted to know in depth. You please help us to understand solar eclipse in a brief note. आप हमें बताएं. Please let us know how it will impact an individual. Suppose मेरे बारे में, how it will be impactful on my, because every individual thinks about himself. So please just enlighten us.
The moon sign of Mr. Alok Singh may be Gemini. His point is, the solar eclipse is taking place in his moon sign. So he has definitely a point as an individual, because he has heard so much in the TV channels and YouTube and so many other social media also about the solar eclipse taking place in the moon sign Gemini. Gemini is his moon sign, so he is worried, and there is nothing wrong about it. The fact is, the moon sign itself is a sort of a mechanism to mass hypnotize people. We are shooting this video from Bangalore. In a place like Bangalore, when moon is in Gemini for about 56 hours approximately, that also depends from sign to sign. In the subsequent programs, I will reveal as to how many hours moon will transit in one Rashi. It is not uniform at all. It varies. I will give you the reasons also for that. So moon sign itself is first of all to be disputed totally, because in one moon sign, when moon is in for about 56 hours transits in Gemini, several thousands of babies could have been born if you are taking only Bangalore into account. What about all India? At an all India level, it could be, you guess, maybe tens of thousands.
Correct.
So, is the future of all the children born when moon was transiting in Gemini be the same? Do you mean to say that all children born in Gemini moon sign will be affected by this solar eclipse? It's a wrong concept. Reason is, when twins are born, usually according to the medical fraternity, twins are born generally in a gap of 5 to 10 minutes because of the medical necessities, maybe even less than that also. There are cases where twins are born in a matter of 3 minutes to 4 minutes on the lower side and 10 to 15 minutes on the higher side due to other medical exigencies. The future of both the twins born to the same mother at the same time, if you look at the birth chart, there will be no difference. It is actually a photocopy of each other, except that the lagna would have moved by about a small amount, maybe a degree or even less than that. When the future of twins itself is not the same, how can all the people born in one moon sign, where moon generally transits for about 56 hours, be the same? Then how can the solar eclipse affect? My friends, Mr. Alok's question is, how is he being affected? Let me tell you the truth of this solar eclipse. Solar eclipse, because of the eclipse, nobody's destiny will be changed. Destiny will not depend on solar eclipse or lunar eclipse or some other odd event, COVID or this and that. Anything and everything that is happening in a human being's life is simply guided by his or her own destiny. As per Bhagavad Gita, it is as you sow, so shall you reap. That is what Krishna told Arjuna. Whatever we have done in our past, we are reaping the benefits now. Benefits, advantages, disadvantages, whatever it is. Some people may be happy, some people may be less happy. That is all according to our past karmas. When that is the case, how can you generalize? Now, zeroing again on the solar eclipse point, what my friend Alok raised is that it is not the solar eclipse chart we are going to interpret, because on a solar eclipse it is also a new moon day. New moon day charts are quite significant until the next new moon day. Nobody has cast a chart of solar eclipse. I have cast a chart which will come up on the screen in the next few minutes. That is the chart of new moon day, which also happens to be an eclipse day. According to that, if there is a natal planet, that means in the birth chart, as Mr. Alok Singh belongs to the moon sign of Gemini, his interest is specifically, categorically, I am addressing it now. If he has any natal birth in the natal chart or the birth chart, the eclipse, that is sun and moon at the same degree, 6 degrees 23 minutes in Gemini, sun and moon will be in the same degree, they will be exactly conjunct. If anyone in their birth chart has a planet within what is called as the orbit, orbit is 3 degrees 20 minutes. Typically, it is corresponding to one nakshatra pada. every pada of every nakshatra will be 3 degrees 20 minutes. We call it as the orbit. If there are planets within the orbit of 3 degrees 20 minutes of Gemini, if there are planets at 6 degrees 23 minutes plus 3 degrees 20 minutes or minus 3 degrees 20 minutes, those planets are going to be impacted. Again, let me say, impact means don't come to the conclusion that something bad is going to happen. Impact is, it affects, is my statement. It affects. Affect may be good, may not be favorable. It will go on as per the birth chart of the individual. That means birth chart is nothing but the destiny being read.
तो पंडित जी के हिसाब से ये जो सोलर एक्लिप्स है वो हमेशा डिफ़र करता है चार्ट टू चार्ट, और एक इंडिविजुअल पर्सन टू पर्सन जिस डिग्री में एक्लिप्स हो रहा है, हो सकता है कुछ बुरे इवेंट्स हो सकते हैं, कुछ अच्छे इवेंट्स भी हो सकते हैं। तो ये सारे लोगों के ऊपर ये एप्लीकेबल नहीं होता है। इस चीज़ को अगर कोई देखे कि सारे लोगों के ऊपर होता है, जैसे पंडित जी ने बताया कि एक माँ के पेट से 2 बच्चे पैदा लेते हैं, लेकिन उनका डिग्री अलग होता है और उस डिग्री से हम उनके बारे में प्रेडिक्शन करते हैं या जो भी। तो उसी तरह से जब ये एक्लिप्स, सोलर एक्लिप्स आएगा तो आप ना घबराएं। हर एक इंडिविजुअल के ऊपर में, हर एक लोगों के ऊपर में इसका असर अलग तरीके से होगा। माई अनदर क्वेश्चन टू यू, कैन यू प्लीज़ टेल अस व्हाट ऑल रेमेडीज आर देयर फॉर सोलर एक्लिप्स। मैं जानना चाहता हूँ मैं कि सोलर एक्लिप्स का क्या प्रभाव और क्या क्या हमें रेमेडीज़ हमें लेना चाहिए, क्या क्या हमें सुरक्षा के लिए उपाय हमें बताएं।
You see, one statement which I would like to reiterate my stand is that please do not worry about the eclipses, be it solar eclipse or lunar eclipse. Eclipse cannot alter your destiny at all. Destiny is like a software and an operating system running on a desktop or a laptop. It will go on. Operating system you will not be able to change. Destiny is like the operating system of a laptop, computer, whatever. Please take it from me, will never be affected on account of your solar eclipse or lunar eclipse. Isolate that point totally. Nothing can happen because of a solar eclipse or because of a lunar eclipse. If anything happens, it happens only as per your destiny. We are only dragging or misinterpreting the occurrence of an eclipse and attributing the effects of it onto the destiny. Solar eclipse or lunar eclipse, whatever it is a celestial phenomenon which happens periodically. It is forecast even by an organization none other than NASA, and their authenticity of it is technically proved. We have sketch diagrams and everything there is an adducible evidence of it, a physical evidence of it happening, and you see various things, various effects on account of an eclipse. That is, when luminary like sun is being shadowed or covered by moon, which is also a luminary, there is a phenomenon of refraction taking place. You find various kinds of lights, maybe blood red, maybe blue. It depends on the situation, whether it's a total solar eclipse or a partial or an annular one. So that effect is being again said, okay, at some point you will say blood red. Don't scare people. That's a matter of refraction in terms of physics. It is true there is an eclipse. Eclipse doesn't impact. It is only the new moon day chart of the eclipse, solar eclipse, is the one which may give you the events in store for the next month. We should not go beyond a certain point.
But in general term, Panditji, what exactly a person will definitely, because what we are discussing, it's a very deep down astrology we are talking about. In general, people, is there any remedial way, is there any remedies I want to know because people they start doing they took all precaution. So in general वे मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि क्या इसके ऊपर प्रिकॉशन है या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकती हैं. what all problems are there? Can you, is there any problem there, not there? Can you please just give some example?
As I told you, the destiny is like a software, is like an operating system. That's an operating system for the human being. If we take human being as a computer, just for comparison, a very crude comparison I am giving, that cannot be altered. Destiny cannot be altered. If remedies were there and if it is going to impact the destiny positively or otherwise, obviously everybody will think of a remedy for getting over their problems. But it is, at least I do not subscribe to that opinion. If there was anything like destiny, if that could be altered, do you call it a destiny? The road from the flight path from Bangalore to Mumbai is determined by various parameters. If you are taking a road journey from Bangalore to Mumbai, the roads won't alter, it is fixed. You will have to go along with the road. Destiny is something like that, it is already fixed 100%. An iota of destiny cannot be changed. Where is the question of remedy coming into picture? If remedies could help change a man's destiny, do you think certain well-known names in the country, at least in India, would have gone away somewhere or people would have committed suicide?
पंडित जी ने आज एस्ट्रोलॉजी का एक नया चैप्टर अध्याय खोला है जिसमें ये रेमेडी नाम का जो हर पंडित और हर एस्ट्रोलॉजर जो बताते हैं कि ये रेमेडी कर लेना चाहिए, ये रेमेडी कर लेना चाहिए, जो इन्होंने बताया है वो है डेस्टिनी उनका लिखा जा चुका है और उस डेस्टिनी को फॉलो करें और साथ साथ में ये भी जान के रखें ये डेस्टिनी जो होना है वो होके रहेगा. एट द सेम टाइम भगवान पे पूरी तरह से श्रद्धा रखें rather than just looking around for remedies and all. I request all of our subscribers, please just focus on your karmas as well as your remedies will definitely come and God blessings definitely will be there. As Panditji, I would like to shoot another question, that what exactly you see this 21st of dated what solar eclipse is there, what exactly you see in coming days, any kind of changes in the world scenario or any bad impact or good impact, good effect or bad effect? Can you please just describe something?
Okay, that's a good question. I wouldn't be generalizing and saying that because of solar eclipse these things are coming out. I have cast the chart of the new moon day of the eclipse day, that is June 21st, and that chart will definitely reveal certain points and I will share my views on that. And let's see, it is more is to be seen than believed. You don't have to believe me, you can experience it and then you can say whether I am right or wrong. That is the level of confidence that I would like to really humbly put it before you. That is by the grace of God. It is not the knowledge, it is the grace of God that should make things work for us. And one point I wanted to convey to my friend Mr. Alok Singh is, he may be around 38 years. He has already in his life experienced 86 solar eclipses, total, partial, annular and all that. In a period of 38 years, he has experienced 46 solar eclipses of different kinds. I would like to shoot a question back to him, was there any problem? If you think you did not experience any problem, why should there be any scare? First and foremost, please kill the fear from your mind. Take out the fear from your mind. That is going to be deterrent.
भाइयों बहनों, आप लोग fearless रहो, अच्छे कर्म पे ध्यान दो, अच्छा इंसान बनो. और एस्ट्रोलॉजी एक ऐसा टूल है जहाँ पे आपको रास्ता बताता है. एस्ट्रोलॉजी कभी डराता नहीं है. एस्ट्रोलॉजी कभी डराता नहीं है. एस्ट्रोलॉजी कोई ऐसा टूल है जो कि आपको एक रास्ता दिखाता है. आज कोविड-19 है, कोविड-19 की वजह से आप देख रहे होंगे कि हमारा पूरा एनवायरनमेंट का पूरा वापस से नेचर में एक जान सी आ गई है। तो मेरा बोलना है कि एक पॉजिटिव नोट में लेते हुए, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री बोलते थे साफ़ सफाई रखना चाहिए, आज लोगों को वो कंपल्सन में करना पड़ता है, तो वो चीज़ हमारे कर्म में है। एस्ट्रोलॉजी एक ऐसा टूल है जिसको हमें अपने सुविधा के हिसाब से नहीं करना चाहिए। जैसे पंडित जी ने बताया कि अगर एस्ट्रोलॉजर और रेमेडीज़ होता, जो जितने बड़े बैंक डिफ़ॉल्टर्स हैं और जो बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, तो वो रेमेडीज़ करके वो अपने आप को बचा सकते थे। ये डेस्टिनी है और ये डेस्टिनी लिखा हुआ है। हमें यही समझना है, एस्ट्रोलॉजी को लोग मिसयूज़ करते हैं। ये एक ऐसा टूल है जिसे हमें हमेशा एक पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में लेके जाना चाहिए। आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू, हाउ एग्जैक्टली एंड आफ्टर दिस सोलर एक्लिप्स, हाउ यू सी द वर्ल्ड एंड एंटायर थिंग टेकिंग प्लेस, किस तरह का आप देखते हैं आप?
Friends, please look at the chart. This is not the, nobody can cast a chart for solar eclipse. This is the chart of the new moon day on the day of solar eclipse. And according to that, I will try to decipher certain events from this, which if for your convenience, or if you feel that this is an account of solar eclipse, I would like to correct you there. It is not an account of the solar eclipse, but it's an account of the new moon day, which happens to be the solar eclipse day. What are the interpretations of the new moon day chart on 21st June 2020? The eclipse is supposed to start around 9 o'clock and end around 3 o'clock. I am not too very accurate on the time, but the peak time is 12:10 in the afternoon, 10 minutes past noon on Sunday, 21st June 2020. That is when sun and moon are exactly at the same degree. That is nothing short of a new moon day, astrological new moon day. Your Panchanga and other things may indicate different things. I am not going to make any comment. It is not in my purview at all. As per this chart, what are the experiences that people are very likely to have on account of the new moon day chart of the solar eclipse day? First and foremost, since the whole globe is shattered on account of COVID-19, I have already mentioned, starting around 20th of May, when Rahu changed its asterism from its own asterism to that of Mrigashira of Mars, there will be a decline, or the fury of the virus will come down, and so the lockdown has been withdrawn by and large. And that means, that doesn't mean the fury has reduced, but the lockdown has been withdrawn. There may be still inconsistencies in the reports that we are getting in the media. That is not the problem. I am not accusing anybody of giving false information, but the lockdown has been lifted. With the result, people are free to move about, and with the result, it has its own impact. Maybe marginally it has increased, but in effect, I can assure you that 100% that the COVID-19 problem will reduce. It has already reduced, and that is why the governments have already withdrawn the lockdown. Otherwise, why will they withdraw? By June 18th, we are talking about the solar eclipse on June 21st, but I am talking a little earlier than that, on June 18th, when Mars transits to Pisces and aspects Rahu with the fourth aspect. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It is called as the liquidating sign of the zodiac. Its 8th house lordship will get depleted. That means it will put lot of pressure on Rahu spreading that pandemic. So it will come down in the first point. And as we progress further, looking at the asterism in which Rahu would be transiting, by July 22nd, by and large, let's pray all of us pray together that there should be a sort of a vaccination or vaccine invented for COVID-19. Then the fear of COVID is very, very likely to reduce, but all the hassles regarding the manufacturing, distribution and making it available to the entire world could pose logistics threat, but that will be handled by the respective governments. That means by July 22nd, there will be a final curtain drawn on COVID, like there will be a vaccine available, and precisely even the media has been reporting that, because a lot of organizations are working overtime for that in the interest of humanity. That is on the positive side. And I have written these things by way of articles in my website enlightenedmind.com. You will get the link from the description column in the YouTube when it is uploaded. You can click on that and read all the articles. There is no need for anyone, any of our viewers, to assume, presume or believe. It is there in black and white on the net. You can refer all the articles on COVID I have written. You can please endorse it yourself and find out and evaluate whether I am right or wrong. I don't have to claim that I am right. There is no need for me to do that. So the articles have clearly reflected the same pattern. And incidentally, since we are talking about the new moon day chart of June 21st, the solar eclipse day, same way I did some research in terms of finding out when did the COVID start. That also has been reflected in my article, clearly indicated there is going to be a pandemic and it is going to cause a disaster. Same way, the reverse of it, the inverse of it is now going to take place by June 18th, when Mars aspects Rahu. There will be definitely a terrible control on COVID-19. One should not be scared about COVID-19. However, the necessary medical care is required as published by respective governments, and we need to follow the rule of law also.
जैसा पंडित जी ने बताया कि सोलर एक्लिप्स को ये एक न्यू मून डे की तरह बता रहे हैं, और इन्होंने कुछ हमारे कोविड-19 के बारे में भी बताया, और इसके रिज़ल्ट को कोविड-19 कैसे कम होगा जुलाई 18 के बाद में, और देखते देखते कुछ वैक्सीन्स भी आने के संभावना है हमारे एस्ट्रोलॉजर के अनुसार। लोग ये समझते हैं कि कोविड-19 का काफ़ी ज़्यादा ही पैंडेमिक रूप हो चुका है, लोगों के मन में डर है। पंडित जी के अनुसार ये चीज़ें कम होंगी धीरे धीरे करके। लोग अपना क्लीनिंग हाइजीन मेंटेन रखें, साथ साथ में एस्ट्रोलॉजी को एक नए आयाम पे लेके जाने का हम लोगों ने ये पहला हमारा एपिसोड होगा, और इससे हम ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि आपके पास रीच आउट करें, हमें माफ़ करें इनकेस अगर कुछ गलतियां हो रही हैं कुछ ट्रांसलेशन में, जो हम आगे रेक्टिफाई करेंगे हमारे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। मैं चाहता हूँ इस चैनल को आप लोग सब्सक्राइब करें, और ये एक एस्ट्रोलॉजी का एक ऐसा टूल है जिसको हम लोग प्रश्न शास्त्र बोलते हैं, जो आपके तुरंत हर एक क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स को तुरंत, जो किसी चीज़ों को अगर आप जानना चाहते हो तो वो आपको तुरंत मिल सकता है। मैं खुद एक एंटरप्रेन्योर हूँ, मुझे किसी चीज़ की अगर जानकारी चाहिए होती है तो मैं तुरंत से पंडित जी को फ़ोन करता हूँ कि आप बताएं कि क्या होने वाला है। तो मैं चाहता हूँ भाइयों बहनों, इस एस्ट्रोलॉजी के रूप को आप समझें। ये कोई जनरल एस्ट्रोलॉजी नहीं है, ये एक ऐसा प्रश्न शास्त्र एस्ट्रोलॉजी है जो कि पूरे डेडिकेशन और पूरे कंसंट्रेशन के साथ आपके पूरा आंसर दिया जाता है। और पंडित जी ने जैसे बताया कोविड-19 के ऊपर कि ये आने वाले समय में कंट्रोल में आएगा, ये हमारे साथ रहेगा लेकिन धीरे धीरे करके कंट्रोल में आएगा। मैं आखिरी कुछ आपसे कुछ जानना चाहता हूँ, आई वुड लाइक टू नो कि इसके बारे में और कुछ बताएं और इस अध्याय को यहीं पर समाप्त किया जाए।
The effects of the new moon day chart on the solar eclipse day is, first it looks to me that an element of dharma has to prevail. Though I said that new moon day takes place every 30 days once. This particular new moon day, it is indicating a long stay of dharma. That means dharma should prevail in some way or the other. These are all contextual interpretations because there is no method or measure to what dharma is about. It is contextual. Same way, justice also should prevail because two planets, major planets like Saturn and Jupiter are retrograde now. So that means it is going to give a sort of a review or revise or re-strategize various aspects with respect to democracy, or you call it as dharma. Saturn represents dharma and Jupiter represents justice. So there is going to be an element of justice being prevailing from now onwards for a long time to come. And it's also possible that several heads of nation and political authority might change hands. There can be a sort of a change of gods at the national level of many countries. I am not saying India, Pakistan or any country, I do not want to be specific on that. Probably something of Pakistan would indicate direction wise. Please do not hold me responsible for predicting a doomsday for any individual. I am not here for that. I will never do that. Maybe in some countries there can be a revolt from the people. That is why I said dharma is going to prevail. Where people are being harassed or where the human rights are being violated for some reason or the other, it is possible that dharma can prevail from now onwards. Several social habits across the globe, particularly regarding food, may be revised by people because they are so much affected by COVID-19 that it has been quite miserable for many people in so many ways. Probably they would like to revise their menu or the kind of food they were taking, and possibly lot of people who are on a non-vegetarian diet, animal diet, they would cross over to vegetarian diet is a strong possibility. Again, let us not discriminate non-vegetarians and create a separate sect and create vegetarians as one separate sect. That is wrong socially to do that. I am not in favor of those. I am only indicating through the tools of astrology that a lot of people would come to vegetarianism. Research from the Western world has indicated the medical professionals have been left, right and center advocating vegetarian food, because even this COVID-19 has come out of some birds and things like that. We will not go into that detail. It's not in my area of activity at all. And travel and tourism industry will be under very high pressure because of so many reasons. Probably it includes the economic reasons as well as the threat of virus, some virus or the other haunting. And viruses, as we learn from the medical fraternity, it will not go anywhere. There can be a vaccine or some treatment available, but viruses are there. What was Asian flu long time back, 20 years back, 30 years back, it is still there. And H1N1, it is there. H2N2 is there. It's only we change the nomenclature of it and say that. So there is definitely a fierce psychosis amongst the people across the globe that this travel and tourism, we should be very careful, is the inference that people would have drawn from this COVID-19. It's a good lesson. I'm not discouraging anybody to travel, not to travel. It is just that my feelings, because Venus is the causative planet for this luxury travel and all that, and it is happening now very soon. Rahu is moving back to Taurus, for which the Lord is Venus. It is the second and seventh Lord Venus is going to be affected, so I am saying that. And government across the globe may give lot of importance for research and development in the medical field, because it has become a huge burden for the governments to run the respective governments. So they would definitely give something good, more respect and regard for the R&D section of the pharmaceutical division. Pharmaceutical industry is very likely to boost further and further. And the food habits, when I said there could be a change of lifestyle of people, and that could mean a lot of things. Food preparing and distribution also could be greatly affected on the positive note. People will devise ways and means to somehow get their food done in a hygienic place without spending much time and money also. And more on the positive note, space industry, aerospace industry, whatever you call it, will get a major boost. There can be a lot of good things happening in the aerospace industry, and even on the communication industry, whether it's mobile, all these methods of communication, there could be a very good innovative thing coming up. An invention is going to take place, and that would probably give a lot of good things for the humanity also. And slightly negative, people will have a problem with their ears, nose, throat, including thyroid, lymph node, eyes, facial skin allergies, respiratory problems. It may haunt the humanity. One has to be extra careful in meeting their daily needs, and one has to go overboard to avoid the difficulties on account of this. This is where astrology can play a role, major role on the positive side. It is only meant to educate people to be more careful in certain areas and give more time and effort to see that the hygiene of those that will be maintained. This is what I would like to say.
जैसे पंडित जी ने बताया कि हमारे कुछ सेगमेंट, हमारे कुछ इंडस्ट्रीज़ जो इन सब पैंडमिक की वजह से अफेक्टेड रहेंगे, जिसमें कि होटल और टूरिज़्म इंडस्ट्री और साथ साथ में बाकी जो इंडस्ट्रीज़ है वो धीरे धीरे करके अपने एक्चुअल शेप में आएंगे, और जिसमें कि आप एरोस्पेस देख लीजिए और कम्युनिकेशन हो गया, मोबाइल इंडस्ट्री हो गया। ये एक ऐसे सेगमेंट रहेंगे जो हमेशा आगे बढ़ते हुए दिखेंगे, और लग्जरी सेगमेंट कुछ हद तक कमज़ोर रहेंगे, और हमें इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे अपने आइज़, ईयर, नोज़ और स्किन को लेकर के हमेशा केयरफुल रहना होगा। हमारे कफ कोल्ड, हमारे डेली दिनचर्या को ठीक से पालन करना होगा। और पंडित जी को मैं धन्यवाद करते हुए आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक्स हिम अ लॉट फॉर दिस सेशन, एंड वी वुड लव टू सी यू अगेन, and in case of any kind of corrections required, definitely we will work, as this is our first program, and we will introduce more of astrological thing which people they want to know how about everything. We will bring some more masala in coming days also, so that people can have more clarity on the astrology front rather than just listening to all these things. At the same time, please subscribe. Again, I'm requesting to you all, please subscribe to this channel, and in case of we will throw our mobile numbers also, so that you can get in touch with us for any queries. If you have any individual problems, or in case you're finding any solution, immediate solution with very nominal thing, we are there to support you. It's a altogether different platform. Please understand and please subscribe, and thanks for that. I would say thank you very much, Pandit ji.
Thank you, Mr. Alok. Before we end up this program, viewers, I would like to appeal to all of you to go along with the recommendations of the medical fraternity. They are encouraging vegetarianism. Please come to vegetarianism. There are a lot of things to gain. You don't have to spend extra money. In fact, they are trying to tell you spend less money and be more healthy. And remedies, my friend Mr. Alok Singh asked several times, only one remedy I can suggest you for sure, which is going to give you relief. Please get up at least 15 minutes, half an hour early every day from your routine time. Sit in meditation, practice concentration. It is the panacea for all your ills, whether it is physical or mental. But when I say that, sit for 1 month you practice and then you expect miracles, no, it's not going to happen. Once the mind is stable, definitely the body will enjoy the comfort zone of the stable mind, and there will be more success in your endeavors, in your whatever effort you are putting in. And I wish you all the best for all of you. and please do subscribe and keep visiting this channel quite often, and we will present you 100% truth, 100% facts supported by evidence. You don't have to believe anybody here. You don't believe astrology, you don't believe Mr. Jagdish or Mr. Alok Singh. You see it for yourself, whatever we have said. Please do subscribe, be with us. Wish you all the best. Have a nice future ahead. Thank you. Bye-bye. Salam.